All right, Shabbat Shalom. First off, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Raha HaKodash, Shalom Yom. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach them what is last days and who are the true leaders in the nation of Israel. I want to give a strong Shalom to all the Akim on the four corners of the earth, persons word in truth and sincerity, making the calling and election sure. And I'm going to give a humble salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this is Brother Mashal. Come back at you with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I want to thank the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for giving the spirit and having the mercy for allowing me to do this lesson. And today I want to touch on the topic about your works will save your household. All right. Now, dealing with Jake, that we have a selfish mentality. Man. All right, we have a selfish mentality, and we don't understand that uh our actions, our works are going to decide what happens to our children. Okay, because just like in Genesis, when the flood came upon the earth, Yahweh Bashim Shai only saves 8 people. Okay, he killed men, women, children, elderly, maimed, anybody, man, everybody. Okay, this is the power that we're dealing with. All right, so now coming into this truth, we understand now that our works will be able to save our families, the ones that are under our household. All right, so the men out here, all right, you know what I'm saying, if you're chosen, you know what I'm saying, if you're married, your wife will make it, you know, your children will make it, this is why Paul said, um, let's real quick, First Corinthians, chapter 7, it says, so like First Corinthians 7 and verse 12, it says, but to the rest speak I, uh, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell, oh, that's not it. Let's see, verse 14, Salakia. It says, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the believing wife. Okay, and that word sanctified goes into being set apart. Okay. So it says, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the believing wife. So if your wife believes, because you have stuff like that. You have women that's in this truth, and their husband is in the world. But a woman, that's adhering to the doctrine of Yahweh Shemashai, what happens? They'll save their unbelieving husband. Okay, it says, and the believing wife it's like in the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy. You see, else they were your children unclean, but now they are holy. You see, your works will be able to deliver your children. Okay, but now you have people that's out here just going all willy nilly, man. Not adhering to the doctrine, man. Playing with fire, I guess you could say. All right, because you're running the risk of not only you getting destroyed, but your children getting destroyed also. All right, we all say we love our children. I die for my children, but your actions is going to cause you to die and also your children. All right, so we don't want to play Russian roulette with Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. Okay, especially when it comes to our household. All right, you do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, and 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 you're part of that number. Okay, then your household will be saved. Okay, so let's go to start off in Acts 16, and let's start at verse We're going to start at verse 22. It says, and the multitude rose up together against them. This is Paul and Silas, okay? It says, and the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them, okay? Because Paul and Silas was about to get beaten and thrown into prison. It says, and when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely, who, having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. So basically, it's basically saying that they had their feet chained, okay, while they were in the prison. It says, and at midnight Paul and Silas prayed. You see, and this is kind of off topic, but this is the kind of spirit that we need to be in right now, man. Okay, because when you read Revelation, the second chapter, it talks about, some of you be maybe cast into prison. Okay, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right. So see, when Paul and Silas were in prison, what were they doing? They were praying, man. This is the things that's coming. Okay, the things that's coming to the Israelites, man, the ones who adhere to the doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, so we're going to be in prisons, man. We're going to be in those concentration camps. We're going to be in these, all type of stuff, man. You never know what's going to happen. But any type of situation that you're in, whether you're in a good situation, whether you're in a bad situation, whether you're in an in-between situation, you always got to be praying, man, and giving thanks. Okay, just like Stephen did when he was being stoned to death. What he did, he gave all glory to the Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. All right, but back to the topic. Verse 25, it says, and at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto the Heavenly Father, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken. And immediately all the doors were open and everyone's bands were loose. Okay, basically shackles, okay, chains. Okay, it says, and the keeper of the prison awakening out of his sleep and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners had been fled, because this keeper of the prison was in charge of making sure all the inmates were still in the cage. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when Yahweh Bashim Ashai made this earthquake happen, and it not loose the doors of the prison. Okay, and the bands, their chains and stuff were loosened off their feet or ankles. That he was going to be responsible for that. So what was he going to do? He drew out a sword and would have killed himself. Okay, supposing that the prisoners had been fled. It says, but Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, do thyself no harm, for we are all here. Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas and brought them out and saying, sirs, what must I do to be saved? All right. He's asking a question. What must he do to be saved? And this is the point right here, verse 31. It says, and they said, what? Believe on the Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and what? And thou shalt be saved and thy house. You see? So what entails to believe on Yahweh Shah, man, is by adhering to the doctrine. Okay? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, and chiefly having the faith of Yahweh Shah, believing that he came in the flesh, believe that he is the Son of the Heavenly Father, believe that he's coming back to deliver the Israelites and put them in their rightful position. Okay, those are just some of the things that comes with believing on Yahweh Shai. All right. So it says, believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house. All right. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're trying to do. Okay. So that way our household can get saved. Okay. We all love our children. I'm not gonna speak for everybody. But the people I know, we all love our children. So what do we do to make sure to ensure that they get saved? By doing what we got to do, man, for Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. Apostle Ramlab, he did a live lesson today I forgot what it was called. Hold on, Salaki, let me get it real quick. What was the title of his lesson? Salakia. Yeah, Khan. It's called you have to put effort into it. Okay, you got to put effort into this, man. All right, it's not gonna just this ain't no cakewalk. All right, Christianity is a cakewalk. All right, Islam is a cakewalk. All right, but when you come into this truth, it's certain requirements, man. What is that? Deuteronomy. I think it's the 10th chapter. Yeah, kind. Uh, Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12, it says, "And now, Yasharallah, what doeth Yahweh thy power require of thee, but to fear Yahweh thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good." Okay, so this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahshai requires of us, man. Okay, so this is why the apostle made that that lesson. Well, I'm not gonna speak for the apostle, but it correlates. Okay, so it's a requirement when you come to the truth. You got to put effort into this. Okay, so if you want your children to be saved, you gotta put in effort, man. All right, let's get some examples, man, of you know because of a man's work, his household was saved. Let's go to Genesis 6. Genesis 6 and verse I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, "And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life, from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die." Verse 18 it says, "But with thee, okay, with thee, with Noah, it says, will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou, meaning Noah, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee." You see? So the works of Noah, he was able to save his sons, his wife, and Waslakia. He was able to save his sons, his three sons, their wives, and his wife. Okay, from the works of Noah. All right. So see, so now we go to you know what? Let's go to uh the next verse. It said, it's like in the next chapter, Genesis 7 and 1, it says, "And Yahweh Bashim Yashai said unto Noah, Come now and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." You see? So come now and all thy house into the ark. Now, why did Yahweh Bashim Yashai say that? Why? Because for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. See, righteous. What is righteousness? Is the performance of the law. Let's go to uh Deuteronomy 6. I think it is. It should be 6:25. Deuteronomy 6:25, "And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our power, as He have commanded us." See, our righteousness is what? If we observe to do all His commandments. Okay, so this is why Noah was found favor in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Why? For thee have I seen righteous. Okay, because Noah was a righteous man. Okay, the one who feared Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Okay, so the works of Noah, he was able to save his whole household. All right, let's go to Genesis 19. with Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, Genesis 19. And I'm gonna start at verse 13. It says, "For we will." This is the angels, talking to Lot. Okay. It says, "For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh Bashim Mashai, and Yahweh Bashim Mashai has sent us to destroy it." It says, "And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters." Okay, so Lot was trying to warn uh his sons-in-laws. Okay, and said, "Get up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city." But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. See, his sons-in-law didn't believe him. They thought he was a fool. You know that this city was gonna get destroyed. Okay, so what happened? And his sons-in-law weren't under his household. Okay, so we're gonna see. It says, "And when the morning arose," Salakia, it says, "Then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise." What happened? "Take thy wife and 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, all right, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters." Okay, the Lord being merciful unto him. Okay, because it's the mercy that we're able to do these things, and be able to have and be able to deliver our family also. Okay, because children aren't past the age of accountability, which is age 12. Okay, back in the old days. Okay, that's when you become a man, around the age of 12. And you become a woman around the age of 12. Around the age of 12, when you're able to produce children. That's when you become a woman. Okay, when your period hits. All right, so this is the age of accountability. Okay, once you get to this age, back in the old days, we were a lot wiser back then. You knew right from wrong. Okay, so you were judged according to what you did. All right, now, but nowadays you got 25-year-olds that still act um like they got a damn learning disability, man. All right, you got old niggas that's still acting stupid. Okay, but back in the day, the age of accountability was around the age of 12, when a man, or when a boy is able to produce sperm, so that way he can have children. All right, and a girl was considered a woman once her period hit, because she was able to bring forth children. All right, so um yeah, kind. So let's see. It says, "And the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city." Okay. So this is the point where Lot's, uh, works was judged, so that way he can deliver his family. Okay, until his wife looked back and turned to a pillar of salt. But that's another topic. You know what I'm saying? But his household was saved. Why? Because just like Noah was a righteous man. What was Lot doing? Okay, 2 Peter, the second chapter. And 6, it says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those uh, that after should live ungodly." And what happened? And delivered just Lot. What was he doing? Vexed with the conversation of the wicked. See, Lot was sorely vexed, man, with seeing all this stuff, man. By being around all this stuff. That's how we are right now, man. In modern times, man, we're sorely vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Okay, so Lot was righteous. Okay, it says, "For that righteous man dwelling among them," all right, "and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. You see, so Lot was a righteous man and a righteous soul. Okay, so what happened? So the angels through the power of Yahweh Shai delivered Lot in his house. Okay, Salakia. Let's go to Judges. What chapter? Let's see. No, it's not it. Salakia. Joshua 6. Joshua 6 and let's start at verse 22. Okay, when you read Joshua the sixth chapter, um, they were about to what was it? Let's see. Yeah, Jericho. They were on the conquest of Jericho. Okay. Now and then Joshua sent for spies to kind of survey Jericho. All right, but what happened is a woman named Rahab. She's known as Rahab the harlot. Saw these spies. All right, so look, we're gonna get to and what happened was is that they made a deal because they made a deal with Rahab that if she kept quiet, that her and her household wouldn't get killed. Okay, so I don't want to take up too much time to read all of it, but you read all the way down and you can get the context. But I'm gonna jump to the point, but this is a good chapter to read also. The whole Bible is a good book to read, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, to be honest, but yeah, Joshua 6 is a good chapter. Joshua 6 verse 22, it says, "But Joshua had said unto the two men that had spied out the country, Go into the harlot's house and bring out thence woman and all that she hath, as ye swear unto her." It says, "And the young men that were spies went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brethren and all that she had, and they brought out all her kindred and left them without the camp of Israel. And they burnt the city with fire and all that was therein. Only the silver and the gold and the vessels of brass and iron they put into the treasury of the house of Yahweh Bashim Yashai." It says, "And Joshua saved Rahab the harlot alive and her father's household." Okay, and all that she had, and she dwelleth in Israel even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. Okay, so the works of Rahab, the harlot, what saved her whole household. Okay, these are just examples of what happened. Different instances where the works of a man or a woman saved their household. That's why Paul said, the unbelieving man is sanctified by the believing wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the believing husband. Okay, so your works is gonna determine what's gonna happen to your family. Okay, are your works? I had their lesson last week about are you making the sacrifices of Cain or are you making the sacrifices of Abel? All right, you making the sacrifices of Cain, you gonna get destroyed and your family gonna get destroyed, man. Okay, unless Yahweh Shemashai has mercy, you know. But it's a lot of people gonna die, man. A lot of children is gonna die. All right, so we're not trying to play Russian roulette, man, with Yahweh Shemashai. Okay, because the scriptures say in the Apocrypha that in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and parents in the day of vengeance. All right, so our works are is trying to are is Most High willing gonna deliver us and our household. Okay, and to be honest, man, what happened with Yahushua, man? All right, the works of Yahushua saved. Let's go to what I want to let me see. Let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 1 and 21. It says, "And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins." Okay, so Yahushua, the works of Yahushua is gonna save the whole house of Israel. You see that? That's how this whole thing goes, man. Yahushua walked as the perfect lamb in order to deliver the Israelites. Okay, starting with the elect. All right, because let's go to the second chapter. And it's in the sixth verse it says, "And now Bethlehem in the land of Judah art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Yasharallah." Okay, and that governor is Yahweh. When you read what is that Isaiah the ninth chapter, is that Isaiah 9? Yeah, kind of. In verse 6, it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government, okay, shall be upon his shoulder." You see, that government uh, in Matthew, the second chapter is talking about Yahweh Shai that was prophesied in the so-called Old Testament in the book of Isaiah. All right, it says, "And the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Uh, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. All right, so Yahweh Shai is that that governor, okay, that was prophesied, back in Isaiah's time. All right, so with Yahweh Shai being that lamb without blemish to bring the Israelites back into the fold. Now what happens? Let's go to Romans 9. Romans let's see. I think it's the ninth chapter. It's the 11th chapter, Slakia. Romans 11 and verse 25, it says, "For I would not, brethren, that you should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened unto Yasharallah, and to the fullness of the Gentiles be come in." Okay, so that who are these Gentiles? The Israelite foreigners. Okay, it says, "And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer that shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob." Okay, so all Israel is going to be saved at the end of the day. Why? Because of the works of Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai saved the house of Israel. Let's go to Matthew 15 and 24. It says, "But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." All right, so Yahweh Shai came to bring us back into the fold, man. Okay, all Israel shall be saved by the works of Yahweh Shai. Okay, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, which Yahweh Shai. That's what Yahweh Shai means. Yah, he, Yahweh Shai is deliver. Okay, so this is so Yahweh Shai's works saved the whole house of Israel, man. That's powerful. All right, so Most High Willing lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, La Ulam Yom. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. I want to say Kwame Sharala, Ababa Ball, Shalom.